Welcome to the channel, guys. On this video, I have a lot of interesting news around crypto space that I want to share with you, especially when it has to do with Clarity Act. The video might be a little bit lengthy, but trust me, you'll be so happy that you watch this video down to the very end because of the fact that the information I want to share on this video are the information I need to have just to know where we are currently, when it has to do with Clarity Act and crypto space in general. At the same time, please do me a favor, click on that like button if you have not done that. If you are watching me from YouTube and you're not a part of us yet, kindly click on that subscribe button to be a part of us. And if you're watching me from TikTok, you're not also a part of us, kindly follow us and also follow us on Twitter. Trust me, if you're part of us, you'll not regret doing that at all. Welcome to the family in advance, and let's jump into the video right away. Now, let's start with this. Senator Loomis was actually asked about the fact that despite how the bill is good, despite the work that has been done on the bill, why is it that it is so difficult to get to the finish line? Let's take a look at our response.
Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining me.
You as well, Maria.
What's your take? Your Digital Asset Market Structure Clarity Act would create a regulatory framework, establish new SEC disclosure rules for certain tokens, provide greater clarity for the crypto industry, and the bill seeks to expand law enforcement tools to combat crypto-related crime by applying anti-money laundering and sanctions rules to crypto exchanges, but you can't get it over the finish line. What's the problem?
Well, it's taken us virtually every day for the last 10 months to get this bill in the condition it's in today, and we're ready. So we will be introducing in the next few days. We're going to be in session now for 4 straight weeks. It's very important that we get this bill across the finish line before the August recess begins, so we can make the markets aware of the stability that will be provided to them if they remain onshore in the United States to do business. This is a pivotal time for the industry, and we want to meet their needs. We also want to meet the needs of law enforcement with regard to preventing illicit finance and provide consumer protections. We think we've accomplished that goal with this bill. It's been arduous, but we're ready for prime time.
She talked about the fact that they've been working every day, and very soon, the new version of the bill is going to be out. You know, there have been a lot of amendments because of the fact that Democrats and the banks, they've been going up and down, and there have been so much amendments. And the good news is that she said that the new version of the bill is going to be out very soon, which is actually a good news for us. And I can't wait to see it. She was further asked if the bill is going to be on the floor of the Senate by July 28th. This is our response.
So is it fair to say this bill will be on the Senate floor the week of July 20th?
Well, I expect it'll be that week, but considering the important things that we have to deal with in these 4 weeks, Senator Thune will make the final decision about which week to bring clarity to the floor. We're voting today on the motion to proceed to the National Defense Authorization Act, and as you know, we've got issues with Save America to deal with and other things as well. But Senator Thune is well aware of the importance this bill provides for market stability for digital assets. So I think he'll schedule it this 4-week period.
On the other hand, Democrats lawmakers have been a very big problem on this bill. I don't know how much banks actually used to lobby them. They started from stablecoin. From stablecoin, they moved to illicit finance. And as I'm speaking to you now, what they're holding on now is on ethics standard because of the fact that Trump made money from crypto space. She was also asked about these developments. Let's get to hear what she has to say.
The Democrats want Republicans to go on the record to reject ethics standards that would apply to President Trump and to Congress. It's not clear if there is 50 GOP senators willing to take that vote. Can you give us some color on that?
Yeah, we've continued to work on ethics language that the Congress has to live under and the president has to live under. So some of the issues are things like, can a state attorney general sue an elected official? My answer is absolutely not. and we're going to continue with that position, try to convince our colleagues that that's patently unfair for a state attorney general to sue a federal elected official from their state or another state over digital assets. You know, blind trusts are certainly on the table. And when we finally come to the language that both the Congress can live with and the White House can live with, I think it's going to be a decent balance and something fair. You know, Maria, we can't just legislate for one person. The president made his money on digital assets before he took the oath of office. So we have to make sure that people, when they are private citizens, can retain their rights to make money and use their intellectual prowess to make money in this country. That's not wrong. In fact, that's kind of the great American capitalist premise. So that's what we're going after. And we have to remember that on the side of stock trading, we've been very willing to let members of Congress, Nancy Pelosi, for example, make money while she was in office off that asset. So we have to be fair. We have to find that balance on what elected officials can do before they're elected, after they're elected, and while they're serving.
In regards to the ethics standards, Trump is going to be meeting the Senate today, being Thursday. And if you can see on my screen, this was posted by Asha Crypto. Now, he said this: breaking, President Trump to meet senators on Thursday to discuss the crypto market structure bill. All right? You can see it here. Okay? So, all hands are on deck to make sure that everything that has been as a conflict is being resolved, to make sure that the Clarity Act is being passed. Because this is like the final stretch to make sure that everything is being sorted. Another interesting news, based on the recent CPI data that just came out, the data shows that there won't be interest rate increase, which is actually a very good thing for crypto space. I'm going to explain that a little bit, but let's watch this.
Surely we're not talking now about a rate increase, are we?
You're exactly right. There's not going to be a rate hike anytime soon. I don't think there's going to be a rate hike into the foreseeable future. Okay. That being said, you know, in response to this good report on the CPI, this disinflationary report, the futures market still has an implied probability, I think, of 59% to a rate hike at the September meeting of the FOMC, and an 81% chance of Fed funds having been raised by the end of this year.
Trump, at the same time, was also asked the same question. Let's get to hear what he has to say.
Would you be okay if the Federal Reserve paused rates for the rest of the year?
Well, it's better than raising them. Okay, I mean, I'd like to see them go down. I'd like to see our country have the lowest rate anywhere in the world. You know, you have other countries that are only there because of us. Look, we create such wealth for the world, and we want to create it for ourselves and also help them. But you have countries that are paying 1%, 1.5%, and we're paying 3 and 4%. And they're only paying because of us. If we wiped out that deficit, if we wanted to wipe out the deficit just through the use of tariffs and wanted to do it in one fell swoop, we'd be the biggest money machine in history, and they'd all not make money. But in the meantime, they are considered elite countries because we allow them to make too much money. Now, I've taken a lot of that away from them. They're still doing very well. But we should have the lowest interest rate anywhere in the world by far, like we used to have many years ago.
Now, real quick, let me just break it down a little bit. You don't really understand what interest rate actually does to crypto space and the bank. Now, once there is high interest rates, right, people are happy to keep their money in the bank because they get to earn more from their money in the bank. And when they say cuts or when interest rate is being lowered, people move their money from the bank because they're not earning more from the bank. They move their money from the bank into risk asset, the likes of stock, the likes of cryptocurrency, and other risk assets like that. Once there's rate cuts, liquidity move from the bank into crypto space and stock market. And once there's rate increments, liquidity move from crypto space down to bank. So that is how they work. Okay? And Trump want to see interest rate being lowered or pause. Okay? Because he knows it's going to actually influence crypto space in a positive way. Finally, the US is actually under a very serious pressure to make sure that they pass Clarity Acts. You know why? Because of the fact that other countries are taking the lead, and US as a world power don't want to see that happen. The likes of China, the likes of South Korea, the likes of Japan, the likes of Russia, and other countries from the Middle East are actually taking the lead in making sure that there are clear rules that should allow crypto companies to operate freely. Now, if you can see my screen, let's take a look at this. This was posted by Ash Crypto, right? He said this breaking. South Korea has officially recognized crypto as a national asset. Officially as a national. It simply tells you that crypto is being legalized in South Korea. That is number one. Now let's take a look at this as well. Japan has been doing so much about crypto. Okay. Now take a look at this. They said breaking. Japan just outpaced the US on crypto regulation. Japan officially passed a bill paving a way for crypto ETFs and cutting crypto taxes from 55% to 20%. Can you see that? Why the US struggling to pass the Clarity Act? Asia is going all in on crypto. Asian countries are going all in on crypto. They are opening doors for crypto companies to come in. And this is another pressure that is mounting on the US Senate to make sure that they do the needful to pass Clarity Act. If not, before they will come back, probably the next tenure, when Trump is not there, if that tenure is going to be interested in cryptocurrency, before they get themselves back, other countries, other part of the world, they will have taken the lead. And this is one thing that US doesn't want to actually see it happen. Let's hear from the White House secretary explain to the Senate why it is important that they pass this bill. Just take a look.
Can you quickly explain how important it is for America to take the lead here, especially as we see China leaping ahead?
Yes, sir. We believe that the United States should be the premier destination for digital assets, and as members of this committee and the Senate are attempting to do, create good market structure around that so that U.S. best practices are used around the world.
And that's really the point, right, is having American U.S. best practices to sort of set the pace for others to follow rather than us trying to fill in the holes that others that may be created by as others set that pace.
Yes, sir. And also that digital assets are an important source of innovation that can drive usage of the U.S. dollar around the world, as with stablecoin legislation. There is speculation that there may be up to $2 trillion of demand over the next few years for U.S. government securities from digital assets.
Now you can hear from him. They want to make sure that as the world power that they lead, number one. And at the same time, they want to make sure that the best practices in the US is what is affecting other countries. They want to dominate. All right? And at the same time, don't forget, most of the cryptocurrency is being measured with dollar, especially when it has to do with stablecoin. Most of the stable coins are actually pegged with dollar. All right? So this is why it is important that they don't joke with this bill. Because if it slip off their hands, it's going to be difficult before they regain their own number one space. This is very, very important for the US. All right? So that is why I believe they will do everything possible to pass this bill because it is so important to America. They want to lead as a world power. All right? So this is what I have to share with you on this video. And trust me, we are getting there. Okay? So thanks so much for watching this point. See you on the next one. Bye for now.